Your memory isn't broken. You're just doing this wrong. Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there? Or maybe you studied for hours, only to blank out during a test? Or worse, you met someone, they told you their name, and 2 seconds later, it's gone. If any of this sounds familiar, I have good news for you. Your memory isn't broken, you're just using it the wrong way. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to fix it. Because memory isn't about intelligence, it's about strategy. And right now you're playing the game with the wrong rules. Let me tell you a quick story. In 1929, a newspaper reporter asked world chess champion Alexander Alekhine how he could remember so many moves in advance. His answer? I don't remember moves. I remember patterns. That's the first big secret. Your brain isn't designed to remember isolated facts. It's designed to recognize patterns, connections, and meaning. And if you're struggling to remember things, it's because you're forcing your brain to store information in a way it was never meant to. Think about it. When was the last time you forgot the plot of your favorite movie or the lyrics to a song you love? Probably never, right? But when was the last time you forgot something you read in a textbook? Exactly. Your brain effortlessly remembers things that are vivid, emotional, and connected. It struggles with things that are dull, abstract, and disconnected. So the key to fixing your memory isn't about trying harder, it's about working smarter. And here's how. First, you need to stop memorizing and start visualizing. Your brain is like a high-powered movie projector. It loves images, stories, and movement. So instead of forcing yourself to remember words, turn them into mental pictures. Let's say you need to remember the name Baker. Don't just repeat it in your head. Picture a baker in a white apron covered in flour, pulling hot bread out of the oven. Make it ridiculous, make it exaggerated. The crazier, the better. Why? Because your brain is wired to remember the unusual. That's why you remember embarrassing moments from 10 years ago, but forget what you had for breakfast yesterday. So use this to your advantage. Turn everything into a mental movie. Second, use the power of connection. Your memory is like a spider web. The more connections you make, the stronger it gets. So whenever you learn something new, attach it to something you already know. For example, if you're learning a new language, don't just memorize random words. Link them to something familiar. Let's say you're learning the Spanish word for cat, gato. Picture a cat wearing a fancy tuxedo, acting like a snobby gentleman saying, "Hello, I am gato." Now, instead of a random word, you have a vivid, unforgettable image. And your brain loves that. Third, use the spacing effect. Most people try to cram all their studying or memorization into one intense session. That's a terrible idea. Your brain doesn't work that way. It works like a muscle. And just like you wouldn't go to the gym and lift weights for 5 hours straight, you shouldn't overload your brain either. Instead, space out your learning over time. Study for short bursts, then take breaks. Review information at increasing intervals. Day 1, then day 3, then day 7, then day 14. This technique has been scientifically proven to lock information into your long-term memory. So stop cramming. Start spacing. Fourth, talk to yourself. I know it sounds crazy, but when you explain something out loud, you remember it way better. It forces your brain to process the information actively. That's why teachers know their subjects better than students. Because teaching is the ultimate memory hack, so if you want to remember something, don't just read it. Say it. Explain it to a friend, even if that friend is your dog. Fifth, use emotion. Emotion is like super glue for memory. That's why you can remember exactly where you were on important days of your life. But you forget what you did last Tuesday. So if you want to lock in a memory, add emotion to it. Get excited about what you're learning. Attach personal meaning to it. If it matters to you, it sticks. And finally, stop saying you have a bad memory. Because here's the truth. Your memory listens to you. If you constantly tell yourself you're bad at remembering names, guess what? You will be. Your brain believes what you feed it, so start telling yourself the opposite. I'm great at remembering names. My memory is sharp and strong. Your words shape your reality, so choose them wisely. Now, let's do a quick recap. 1. Stop memorizing. Start visualizing. 2. Use connections. Link new info to what you already know. 3. Space out your learning. No more cramming. 4. Talk to yourself. Teach it to lock it in. 5. Add emotion. Make it personal. And 6. Change your self-talk. Your memory is as strong as you believe it is. Your memory isn't broken. It's just waiting for you to use it the right way. And now you know how. So try these techniques today and see how quickly everything changes. Your brain is powerful. Use it wisely.